time coming, this crossing, but finally get to this point. What a beautiful day to do it. No mist, clear as a bell. Absolutely beautiful blue sky, beautiful clear seas. Amazing. The most incredible crossing from one country to another, I'm now filled with a bit of stress and a bit of anxiety about what lies ahead. I hadn't spotted this sign to the right. Wished I had. Anyway, I sit here patiently, just getting a little bit nervous about what lies ahead. So much prep in order to get in. Not having electric windows, etc. So just prior to stopping here, what I've had to do is lean over, wind down the left-hand window, because I don't have electric windows. And I was hoping that the window was going to open and there was someone there to discuss matters with, but there isn't. And you can see now the two guys in front, one of them comes over, and now I realise that there's a machine, so I have to now get out of my van and put all the card details in the machine.
Hello, mister.
Hiya.
You pay my card, yes?
Yes, please, yeah.
It is to the left.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to have to get out, okay. So this is always one of the drawbacks when you're travelling in Europe, especially if you're on tolls and you're in a right-hand vehicle, and if you don't have a significant other. All of this becomes a bit of a faff. And so stress goes up, you see the barrier go up, you're always wondering, oh, is it going to come down, etc, etc. But anyway, I try to be as quick as I possibly can, and then I move on, and I can see what looms ahead now. So I just try and calm myself, try and chill. And, you know, this isn't my first rodeo. I get checked all the time. So I'm getting my passport ready here, and we'll see what this gang has to say. Hi, hello there.
Anything to declare for custom?
All I have are drinks as presents for the people that I'm going to see. So I have like a bottle of one bottle of whiskey and a bottle of prosecco as a present.
Where are you going?
I'm going to here, Ensues, north of Sundsvall.
What's that?
That's the name of the town.
Yeah,
where
but
my
what
friends.
Have your friends there?
Yeah, my friends live there.
And the car?
And this is my my home. This is my motorhome. I live.
Is it your home?
Yes.
Do you normally live in Ukraine?
No, this is British. Yes, United Kingdom. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, you live in it.
Yeah.
And how long you stay here?
I will be with them for a week, and then I'll be coming back to the UK. So I'm going to be with them for about just over a week.
Okay,
Yeah.
First time Sweden?
I came here way back in, I think it was 1992, something like that, a long time ago. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you have nothing to declare?
No.
Just a few presents.
Yeah, just the presents, yeah.
We take a look at the car.
Yes.
Please go down to under number 3.
Number 3,
Yeah,
okay, no problem at all, yep.
I just go there.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Okay.
So I am a little bit nervous now. This guy that's walking over on the right, he'll come and interact with me in a little while. So there's now 4 officers that are dealing with me. They've still got my passport as well at this point, so you know, I'm not in the country officially yet. So anyway, I take it calm, park up, turn the engine off, etc. But the nerves are starting to fray a little.
Hello.
Hello.
Swedish, English?
I'm English.
English,
Thank you.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you can just park.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Do you have anything in your pockets?
Nothing in my pockets. No.
I hear something.
Just money.
You can just leave it on the seat. Yeah, I can leave it on the seat.
Yeah.
Can you lift the shirt up just a little bit? No, nothing. Yes, follow me.
Yeah, sure.
Just wait in front of the car. This is
So I've now been asked to stand in front by the guy who's frisked me, and I then have to open the doors for the lady.
Han kommer med en båten.
No.
Yeah. There you go.
So I've opened the side door, and the woman who checked me at the first point is now in the back of the van and going through cupboards, etc. And the guy with the beard who searched me, etc., he's now in the cab, and he's going through every glove box, he's going through the sun visors, under the seat, door pockets, everywhere. I mean, they are being absolutely thorough. I can't see what the woman's doing in the back, but believe me, she is in every single cupboard, taking books off shelves, because I find this out later when I see the disarray. Looking at this now, I also realise how fat I am. What you can't see, there are 2 other officers on the right hand side, on the driver's side, just looking at me. I'm trying to play it cool, I've had my hands in my pocket, I've now folded my arms. It's very difficult trying to be cool and look unsuspicious. And you know you've got nothing to hide, but the nerves are just jangled. And I'm thinking, this is really taken a while. This has taken longer than other times that I've been searched. And I've been searched many, many times before. So the officer who searched me, he's now done the front of the cab. He's now asking me whether I've got any drugs, whether I've got any marijuana or anything like that in the back. So I'm explaining that I've got some tobacco in the back there, and I've also got some Ventolin inhalers that I take for my asthma. So I'm trying to be as transparent and honest as possible, because I don't want them to go in and then find something and then say, well, why didn't you mention this when asked? Again, trying to be really cool, play it nice and easy, but believe me, I'm not. I'm shitting myself. And there's no reason for me to do this, but it's just the way it is. So now the 2 officers on the right hand side, he's come over and handed my passport back to me, but he hasn't given it back to me quite yet. He's actually still got a hold of it. You can't quite see, he's actually still got a hold of it. And he's now asking me about where I'm going, what I'm going to do, my plans for my trip, etc, etc. And he's quite nice, but there's a young woman that stood next to him, and she is staring me down like no one's business. She is just locked on me, eyes locked on me, just staring at me. I'm trying to explain where it is I'm going. They haven't got a clue. He's having a look to see, because I've got it written down on a piece of paper on the dashboard. And now finally I have my passport, so I'm thinking maybe we're okay, because I've now got my passport in my hand. This is good news. But they're still in the back talking with each other, etc, etc. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm just going to be turned around. They're just going to escort me back over the other side. I'm thinking to myself, how am I going to explain this to Ash and Marie? All kinds of thoughts are going through my head, even though I feel that I might be nearly in, but I'm not quite sure. I'm just not sure. You might be able to hear a beeping sound in the background. That's to do with this great big blue truck that was parked up on the lane next to me as I pulled in. I think it's like a mobile X-ray machine or scanning machine, so you have all of these modules, these compartments that are sliding out and gantries coming out, etc, with all of the components to do with the scanning and X-raying. So that was quite nice to look at.
Is that it? Yeah.
But as I say, this has happened to me many times, but it's never happened for this length of time. I've never had this meticulous search of my van. Bizarre thing is that they don't search the garage unless she went in through the inside, which she may have done, because you can't access the garage from inside my van. So I've been here for a while now. You can see that I've been stood here for a good 5 minutes or so. This is much longer than any time that I've ever had my van searched. It's never taken this amount of time before. And I'm really wondering whether this is going to be a thing, whether I'm actually going to be continuing on my journey to see Ash and Marie. And I'm just going through my head now, what am I going to say, what am I going to do, how am I going to plan the rest of my trip? All sorts of horrible things are going through my head. It's just ridiculous how your mind just works. And I know my van like very well, and I'm thinking there aren't that many cupboards in there, but they're probably going through drawers, boxes, tins. I've got all kinds of little boxes and all sorts of things, and I know that everything is out. There's stuff out on the sofa, and I'm thinking to myself, have I left anything in there that shouldn't be there? I'm now really getting paranoid, and I know I've cleaned my van like it's never been cleaned before. Prior to this trip, I was on my mum's driveway and I had everything out, and it's stripped and it's clean and it's good and everything's good, and I know it's good, but the doubt just sits there, and I'm just trying to play it cool. Don't draw attention to myself, don't suddenly faint, have a fit. But there are no other cars and other vehicles behind me now that are also being searched, so I don't feel so bad, because for a while I was the only vehicle there. And I think now the guy, he'll now come out and he'll start talking to me, and he's quite friendly and he's quite chipper, and he starts to ask me questions about my van and the build, and the nerves start to calm a little bit. You see, I've asked him whether he wants to get into the garage, and he says no, he's fine, and now he's asking me questions about the van and the build and how long it took, etc. And I'm starting to feel a little bit more at ease here. Always treat authority with respect. I'm always very polite, very gracious. You can see a train in the background just passing me there. I was hoping that there would be a train going across the bridge as I was going across, because it would have made nice footage. So I'm aware that this whole ordeal, what seems like, is about to come to an end.
Have you got your passport?
She asks for my passport, that I've got it, etc. And I'm relieved.
Yes, I will do. Have a good day.
I think the thing that one has to learn from this is that just be calm, be polite, be very transparent with them, answer their questions. But this was, out of all of the times that I've been stopped, which again I've said many times, it's been a lot. This was the most stressful. I've never had to wait this long. I've never had such meticulous searching of the van and questioned, and yeah, I was worried for a little while, but there was a relief after this, and this next section, this next journey to my park up of that night, it was just a bag of feelings. You wouldn't believe how amazing I felt on this next leg of the journey.